Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Those two together on the same line is what I've actually already got building here. Those there, they're all going onto the same line and then they're making these blocks. And then we've got those blocks, they're coming through and they're moving on to here. So we can do that. I could just extend that line out, bring it under, and then take that one round, and we'll be able to keep using it. It's not an ideal situation, admittedly. That there are far, far more efficient and better ways of doing it, but for now, it's enough. That is enough for now. I am going to come over here. I did say I brought this iron out, and I said that, you know, I reckon that we might end up having a use for this iron. And I have found the use. So we're going to do 4 of those up through there like that. And we're going to go into here. We're going to go to that one. And we're going to make... no, it's not. It's under metallurgy casting. We're going to do motor casing 1. That's what we need in here. And I'm going to copy that into those. I will take an inserter and I will put onto each of these. And I'll have an inserter coming out of each of these as well. We've got some power lines there, but we don't have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. I've now got several power lines being manufactured, so we can put in some power onto this side, and we can have some power coming out on this side over here as well. Excellent. Right, we've got motor casings being placed down onto the ground. We will lift those motor casings up, like that. And then we want to bring them across over this way. Now, I need to get those motor casings all the way across, and I want to join them up with... Actually, no, I don't need to bring those motor casings and do anything with them just yet. What I may end up doing... I haven't got room to do any more over here. I'm going to probably have to lift all of that lot out and start again. Because it's not motor casings that we want, ultimately, is it? We need motors. So to have motors, we've got to have motor casings, which then go into these, which need cellulose fiber, and then that moves into those, which need gears. Gears are made using more iron that we've got over here. I don't have enough space in that little bit to do all of this. So that iron that we've got coming through needs to be moved elsewhere. Actually, I can do that because both of these are going to be needed. So if I bring the iron and I put it into the side of there, and then I can bring the belt on up a little bit further, and we will bring that across the top over this way. We will put some underground belts here like this, and we will underground through those few there. I will make some more underground belts. 1, 2, 3. So we've got 15 of those being made. I've already got several splitters. Let's go and have a look, see how these are getting on. They are doing absolutely wonderful. We've got 2,100 pieces of timber over that side. I'm going to go and take a little bit of a mosey over there. And while I'm on my way over, we want Angel's Exploration. We want to build... Oh, I've got a radar. I've got one radar right there. We will plonk a radar down in the middle of this. And I love how you can see now on the minimap where the radar range actually extends to. So you can see exactly every single bit of the map that is going to be covered when you plonk down your radar. And so if I was to put a radar down here, just like that, that's covering the biggest area, I think. And then I will take a bit of power and I'll run it back this way. I'll go in a straight line all the way along over to here. Join all of those together. That one, and drop that one into there, like that. Right, so now I've got an extended range over here. There's a little bit up there that we can't see. There's also a bit that's not being covered by a robot by the look of it. I'm not going to worry about making any more, but I will go up there and I will gather up that one little tree that is marking out as not accessible via robot. Oh, no. No, it is accessible. It's just waiting for a collection, that's all. If I look there, yes. It is actually covered by the range of the robots. Now we're going to have a look in his chest. Now, these chests are absolutely brilliant. They've got loads of stuff in here. Loads of room in here. We've got absolutely masses of space in these chests. So we can keep using those. And we can get them to harvest a little bit more over there when we're done on this. And then when we're finished with all this, once they finish their slow ballet over there, we can gather up all of that. And we'll be able to basically use that lot to go and rebuild and place down some of these extra bits over here that I would like. When I come to rebuild each of these, I can have the robots do the rebuilding. I plonk down a chest and a construction zone and let them do the rebuilding rather than me having to go and place everything in exactly the right way. As long as I've got a blueprint, they can do it. It might be slow. It's definitely going to be slow, and I'm quite happy for it to be slow. It's a sedate kind of situation it's going to be in, but I'm happy for that. I'm happy for it to just keep going. Transport belts right there. I want to get those being made as well. I don't think I've really got enough materials coming in to build the transport belts just yet. We'll leave the faster transport belt just for a minute. I want to get the other blocks going first before I worry too much about them. So let's go back up this way. We will zoom back in onto this, and we will upgrade. We will just put down a belt over here. So that one's going to run through there. Then I want to extend this belt north. We'll run up that. Oops. Too much on there like that. Okay, we'll bring you up that way, and you can come along this way here. Bring you all the way along like that, and I'm going to take it out to the other side of where we're running these bricks through, I think, so that we've got plenty of room there like that, and then that one, we'll also put that one out across there like that. Spread that across, and now I've got this. I got all the materials that I'm going to need out on this side. Actually, I don't want that one to go out quite that far. I will bring that belt down that way. I'm going to tuck it back by... No, I'm not even going to tuck it back by. I'm going to leave it like that so that I've got a gap of 2 in between these belts should I need a gap of 2 between the belts for running future spaghetti lines all the way through it, right? You've always got a plan for future spaghetti. I've found that out the hard way. If you plan for future spaghetti... You are going to use it. Don't worry. You will use the spaghetti. The spaghetti is always used. It just makes life a lot easier if you plan for it from the start. And then we can put down an inserter coming into those like that. And we want to run into there. We've got Angel's blocks. No, we want Angel's components. So our next component is the motor block. Now, I need cellulose fiber motor casings for that one. And then this motor one here, I need gears. I need motor blocks. So what we've actually going to need is the iron has got to go elsewhere, the iron plate. I need some cellulose fiber coming in onto this one. So we will put a filter on here now. That one will go right into there. And then I can filter out not motor casings. I'm going to go metallurgy casting in here, iron plates. I'll filter out the iron plates. They'll come out onto that side. So I'm not going to be using them down here. Cannot disconnect rolling stock, not in vehicle. I pressed the wrong button there. I want to press F to pick. F to pick everything up like that. And then I'll go here and I'll grab those couple of casings that are in that side, which shouldn't be. And we've got everything over here all set up. So the iron is currently all being used in here. So it's not coming along. It's going to be a long time before it gets all the way down this way. It will get there eventually. Don't worry. We're not too concerned about that at the moment. We can go and speed things up later just to help it along a bit. It's cellulose fiber that I want to get. I've got one line of cellulose fiber coming in here somewhere. Just got to go and find it. Where did I put it? Your cellulose fiber is actually coming up along this run here. It comes all the way. No. Yes, you do. That's where the cellulose fiber... No, that's the one where the cellulose fiber comes in. But I've actually run out of cellulose fiber. We've got a backlog of the brown algae now. We've run out of cellulose fiber. So we're going to change this. This now needs to be altered. We will... No, I don't want to lift that one out at all. I want to change that one round. I'll take those brown algae out completely. It's going to try making another one. I don't want it to. We're just going to go like that. I've got no water coming in for a minute, but that's going to very, very quickly change. We're going to go there, and then I will put that one on there. So I've now got the standard water coming out. I'm going to want to change that one. We're also going to remove this belt and change all of that over a little bit. I will have a belt that comes out of here, like that. I will put one of those on there like that, and I will copy and paste that onto there like that. So the brown algae that comes out of this one is going to go up here. It's going to come across. It's going to go up. It's going to go across. And it's going to connect into there like that. This one here is green algae. That algae there is going to come down that way. It's going to go over here like this. It's going to go underneath this first belt. Because it's... No, it doesn't. It doesn't need to go underneath the first belt. It just needs to go into there because that's the... That's a filter. It's bringing it out there. I didn't even need to connect that on there. I could have just hooked this straight into there. And I've got a filter on there already. But now what I've got is... this one to go on there like that. It's going to start feeding stuff out. So we've got brown algae going up that side. And then I got green algae going over this way. The downside to this is I got that brown algae is going to go and block things up. Whereas, if I had a longer belt, maybe that would be a better thing. I suppose I could put a chest in here that would cushion the blow a little bit. Slow things down a bit, I suppose. I will leave it like that for now. We'll see how this gets on. I'm kind of hoping that that is going to work out all right. The only thing that I've got to do now, however, is I've got to change this little bit. So you got to go there like that. No, you don't. That one's going to go there. And then I'm just going to have a... It's just a straight pipe to come up there and do that bit. So I've got the saline water that goes into this one to allow that one to keep going. This one here has got plain water going into it, and it can start dumping out the algae here. So I got one bit of brown algae there that is taking up too much space. Now that I'm making more alginic acid, because I've got more of these coming through, we've got the paper going through, like they are all starting to be used up, which means that this one can keep running. The only problem I've got is that I need to prioritize this side over the other side, like that one there. You're going to have to come out like that. Because I need to be able to have this one here as the top priority. That's got to be the first one that is used. Now, if to have that one as the first one used, this belt here... I can bring that one out. Actually, I can do away with this loop completely. That one there can be gotten away. That can be done away with completely. Now, I could just put this out onto the other side of the belt there, and we've got the loop. It would be able to run through. It's not going to work quite how I want it to work. I need this piece here to have top priority. For all of it, that one's got to be the first one going through. And if I go and if I side load that algae there onto this belt here, or side load it back onto there, all that's going to do is give this bit here priority over that outside run there, because it'll have priority as it comes in through here. So what I got to do is I got to bring this out. This one here. I need to put that one there like that. We'll put a belt here. I could do this belt any number of ways, but basically what you need to do is you just need to bring it out this way, and then I want to turn you around like that, and then side load you in there. As long as you're side loading in there somewhere, then that'll be absolutely tickety-boo. I do wonder if maybe this... Actually, that's got to take priority over this one, so those do go through faster. So, nope, that can't side load in there at all. I got that wrong. I need this one to... Where are you going to do? How are we going to... No, that's the one that's got to change. You could bring that one out. You know, it doesn't really matter. We're just as long as I've got the priorities right. So that one will go up there, and then it will go along, and it will... I don't want it to side... No, that can't side load that way at all. That needs to be on the opposite side of the belt. Okay, getting the priorities right is actually harder than I thought it would be. So I want to put that one out to there. And then I can take an underground belt and I can drop the underground belt out here. Like this. I'll move that one out of the way. You're going to go over there. And I'll put another one over here somewhere like that. There we go. And that. We don't want that at all. We want that one to come in round. Then you here. You can come back round and you can drop into there like that. So this is now side loading on here. And it's... So what you've got now, the way that belts work is the straight belt runs through first. That takes priority. Then when you side load a belt, right here, look, anything coming up that belt has got priority over anything on that belt. So that's what I've been trying to achieve here. I needed to have the brown algae coming out of these three as top most important. So I want those three roughly the same, except I wanted this one here to have maximum priorities. That's what we've got now. That one there, I got priority on that one. It runs along here and it goes up through. These two, they're loaded up onto this belt. They come through here, they go underneath, and they side load onto this one. So anything that comes from this one goes in and it comes up through. That has priority over this side loading here. Now, that one there, I need that one to also come in and side load onto this. If I put it here and I side load it in on there, anywhere along here, what it's going to do is it's going to side load the opposite side of the belt. You to see where this is coming in on the belt. Right? If you've got both sides of the belt filled and you side load, this outside edge, where my cursor is going right now, that will take priority over what's on the inside. Okay, if it's side loading up there, that bit there, it comes in. This lower side here will come out and it will drop onto this belt and it will move on up. That will stop the material that's on this top side of the belt. So anything that's on the lower side of the belt, like looking at this one here, I got so many belts there, this might be a bit difficult to sort of see. So if I do it like that, there. So what you've got, anything that is on this side of the belt down here, right where I am right now, anything that's on that side of the belt will be carried over, and it will be dropped onto this belt and carried up. But it will only go out onto this right-hand side of the belt right here. Anything that's on the top side of this belt will also come out and be dumped onto the belt that is moving north. However, the stuff on the southern side of this side-loading belt will come out and it will go onto this one first. So everything that is on the north side of the belt has got to wait until everything that is on the south side of the belt has come out on here and then gone past. So when you're side-loading, if you've got two different materials, you've always got to remember that one side will always take priority over the other. It's whichever one is furthest back when it hits the side loading. So if I was to bring this belt here around and over by again and then side load on here, what that's going to do is you can see there it's forming a straight line in between these. There. That is going to block anything that's coming on this belt or along this side, because they're all coming on this side of the belt. That's actually going to prevent them from coming up through. It's going to make them wait before they can side load on if there is a backlog, if anything sort of feeds back through. So in order to make sure that we've got the correct priorities, and this, I don't want this brown algae having any kind of priority because this produces in such vast quantities. We need that one just kind of as a standby rather than as a main feed. So what we do is we'll bring this one over, and I just want to make absolutely certain that that standby one doesn't have any kind of priority over the three that are producing the green algae, because we want the green algae to keep moving, and in order to do that, we've got to have the brown algae constantly moving out of the way. So long as that brown algae that's coming out of these is moving, the green algae is then coming up here. It's being turned into cellulose, which we need. And we need more cellulose than we need the alginic acid that is being made in here. So as I've got that way round, I've got it now. That's perfect. That's a nice balance that we've got this on. The only thing that we now need to worry about is possibly putting down another algae farm, or 2 or 3, so that we've got enough green algae coming out so that we can make the cellulose that we need. Because I've got cellulose, I'm not getting any of it coming down here. It's all being used up on these 2 to make paper right now. So we need to expand our algae operations a minute. And you will find that as you progress with this game, your algae operations do need to be stepped up by quite considerable margins. Like, it's amazing just how much you end up having to step up your algae operations. That's now finished. That is all done. Now, I'm curious. If I take a deconstruction... Actually, I don't need a standard deconstruction thing. I can just get rid of that one like that. If I deconstruct that, will it pick that up, bring it back, and dump it in this chest when it's finished? It does. So we can get them to pack themselves up. That's what I'm doing here. I'm getting them to pack themselves up. Now, is that going to also work by picking both of these out? Or are they going to get confused and stop? No, they're not. They're going to go back into the correct zone, and then they're going to drop off, they're going to charge, and put things back in a very tidy and respectable manner. So then what I can do, I can't go and take those, and I don't have one on me, which I can't, so I can't ghost print them. I was going to ghost print them out over here. I could only ghost print them within the edges of that system there, so we won't worry about ghost printing yet, actually. I might as well. We might as well go and take a little bit of a mosey on over that way. And I will see about picking up a couple of them, because we got a little bit of a wait before our other algae farms are constructed. Now, I don't need to worry about going and getting any more of those, but what I would... timber, just for a minute. We got loads and loads of timber in here, but what I would like to do is I'd like to just try, via the map... Oh, wait, I picked them all up. I should have only picked one up. I want to drop 2 of these down. Just see what this is like. Drop 2 of those down and hold on to 1. And I want to come over here out of the way. I want to go via the map. I want to pick that one up, and I want my expander. Now, I can't put the expander out here. It's outside of the construction zone. And I can't put it all the way down over here either, because that is also outside of the construction zone. But what I can do is I can put it right on the very edge of the pattern right there. No, I cannot. I cannot have them go and self-construct the new zone on here. That doesn't work. Because those aren't construction zones. So I've got to manually place the first one down. I've got to drop that one down myself. But the next one, they will go and do it. Bring that one out over to there. They will go and place the second one down. Right. So we have to manually place 1 each of these in order to get this whole construction thing working. And then once that's done, then they do expand out and they go and get the rest of it and like just continue onwards. That's good. That's good stuff to know. I'll dump those in there for now. We're going to leave those for a minute because I want to go back over to the algae farms again. And, excuse me. We need to get cellulose underway next. That is our next big main target to focus on, is having cellulose working, and having spare cellulose as well, which we're not going to get a lot of at the moment until we've started like filling up some of this. It's going to take a while. Which means I'm going to need some stuff down here. I don't have landfill yet, do I? What was landfill? What did that... Oh, that's... Okay, that's... Crumbs. It's actually quite a long way. We were a long way from getting landfill. I didn't realise that we were that far away from having landfill. I thought that we were a bit closer to our target of having a bit of landfill. So what we're going to do here, I think, is potentially get rid of the brown algae supply altogether. I'm starting to think that maybe we're not going to need brown algae. We're only going to want green algae. You know, I got 5 of those. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to get rid of that. I will get rid of this coal completely. That can go. You can drop into there. So we've got coal coming on that side. Is this side over here that I want to get rid of it? So I will pick those up like that. And I'll pick that one up down there like that. And then I'll go here and I will get rid of the coal like that. I've gone and picked it all up. And then we can start gathering these up. I don't need these. You've now emptied out. You are making one last lot of cellulose. There we go. If you could dump them all out. There we go. Fantastic. And now I can go and pick up all of that lot. And I can also go and pick up all of that lot right there. And I can go and pick up all of these belts. Then I can also come down here and I can pick up these belts. Just pick up all of that lot. So all belts have all been removed. I've got that lot all done and dusted and out of the way. Angel's power. I will make a few more electricity poles like that. And then I can take 5 standard assembling machines. Like that. We'll run them down. You are going to be making algae, which is bioprocessing. Cellulose fiber, rather. You're not going to be making algae. You're going to be making cellulose fiber. So there, we can run those up through there like that. I've got the algae will run in on this side. So I need a few of these up through here. And then it'll be offloaded out this way. So I need a few of them down through that way as well. And we want a couple of belts. Put that one down to there, and a belt going up through here like this. We've got a slight upgrade on our system now. That can go up there. Doesn't matter what side the algae is coming on to. At least it shouldn't. It should make absolutely no difference whatsoever to any of it at this stage. And we need to put a few of these in like this. I go there, and I go there. So I've got 5 of those factories at the moment that are busy making the algae. I'll let that top one there, he's loaded in. I'm going to dump all 30 of those into there just to keep them occupied. And I've got 200 of these that can go and be put into there. And I've got another 113 brown algae that can go into there and keep that one occupied. It's the cellulose that we don't have to make that lot. But cellulose is now on its way. And I've got more algae farms on their way as well. So we're going to need to pick up the clarifier. That one's got to be removed. And that one and that one. Now, I might change this around. But for a minute, we're going to assume that we're not going to be using the hydro plant either. And that this one is now... This system needs to be altered slightly. Let's remove that belt coming out of there. I don't quite know how I'm going to do this yet. That one can be removed. I've got one more algae farm down there. 1, 2. Right, we drop them out, and I'll get one more coming out as well. I think it would be better if we would... Well, I could put the clarifier back. Where is that one? I picked up that clarifier, and I've moved... Yeah, I think it's broken apart, hasn't it? It has indeed just broken apart. Right, so I need to build a clarifier right there. And... we won't worry about making a mess. I'm going to hang around just for a minute and wait for that algae farm to make. Now I have another algae farm. We can bring that one and we can dump it down there. So we will take that and we will copy it onto those. Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow and we will carry on with the bat challenge. Continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.